DEDE, you're out.
Out now, private. Hey babies, I'm La Belle.
I'm the KV.
And I'm DD.
Was that wrong?
No, that was it, honey. Well done.
You did it! Oh, everyone give her a clap for a first successful intro.
And we are
The girls. Honey, you killed it.
You did it! Everyone
Girl.
clap for La Belle. She did it. She made it through her first intro.
Girl, she did that, honey. Oh, we are so proud of you. You really are.
Congratulations, my dear. Also, does anyone feel like these chairs are like picking up on the mic and it sounds like you're farting?
Oh, for sure.
Because
I
it's
don't think
creaking
it's your chair because I can smell it.
Okay, well, I thought I would get away with it at least.
I'm drinking a Picante.
Picante.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Picante.
Hold on, DJ Booth. Hold on.
Our lovely producer Ethan made us some Picantes.
Well,
you for
cheers,
producer.
girls.
Extra cunt in
to
Picante.
another episode. Oh,
Cheers,
God,
honeys.
it's too far
Cheers,
back.
honeys.
There we go. On Drag Race, we did that. We'd all cheers, and everyone would go, eyes, 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 like that. I thought
Hate
they were.
that.
I thought they were saying ice.
Hate. Oh, so you were triggered.
Yeah, I thought they were saying ice.
No, we don't do
But
that.
I didn't realize that
I
you have to
hate
look
that.
people in the eyes.
No, I'm sorry, but like
is that
that's
a ritual?
kind of
Like, what's that? That's superstition.
that is like a bit of a pet peeve to me when we like have a shot and everyone's like eyes tap the table. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm fucked.
Tap the tables, do a cartwheel.
Well,
I'm drunk and everyone's
Well-
telling me to tap wood and shit.
I'm really glad that you've all
Do the Macarena.
experienced this. I'm really glad you've experienced this, but we've actually got a topic today.
Anyway, moving on.
I'm going to fight you both today.
You're gonna fart.
You're gonna fart.
Guys,
What did she
I'm
say?
going to fart in their face.
Well, we
Please.
just had a lovely picante.
Picante.
A picante. And we had a lovely tequila shot, so we're ready
We
to
did.
go,
We've,
honey.
we've
Yeah.
woken up, and the topic today is the craft of drag.
Yes.
Okay.
And we just want to get into it. I feel like on the first episode back, we had a lot of like, we keep this, we save that.
Yeah.
And I feel like this episode, let's just bring it back. Let's bring up some like body.
Let's face
bring
it
up
head
bits
on.
we hate. Let's
Yeah.
bring up why the UK's a bit shit. And let's just bring it up.
Let's do it.
Yes. We will be talking drag queens specifically. So yeah, today we're going over things like trends, styles, what we're seeing with drag
Well, babe,
queens
let's just
recently.
get into it.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just go on.
So what made you choose this outfit today?
Because it's rhinestone and gorgeous.
Okay.
Well, you got a fucking rip on your tit that you're
Babe,
hiding with
You're gonna
that
have a rip
little
on your
fold.
face in a minute. Trust me, believe. Not DEDE clocking me.
Oh,
Not me being Little Red Riding Hood over the bridge and the troll clock me.
No go, I'm the wolf. Rah.
Let's
Dungeon.
talk to that. That's my first pet peeve.
Okay.
I mean, I give Krystal her credit. She's on a break because the acrylics have ruined her.
Oh, babe.
Yeah.
But in drag, if you're not wearing a nail, let's just start there. I feel that's a good one. If you're
Okay.
not wearing a nail,
Huh?
to me, that's not fierce. I'm in a nail 24/7.
Yeah, no, but the only
Okay.
thing is,
I have
thing
an
is,
opinion about this. Go on.
I would love to go off and say I agree. I think a nail is so essential, but there have been many a times that I've been at a brunch and like I've been like, oh, I cannot be bothered today. Like it's been a long week, or like I'm just really hungover. I just want to get out there and do my thing. Scold me for being so lazy and sinful. But yeah, no, a nail is. Come on.
I get it for brunch. Do you know what? I'll give you
Circumstance.
I'll give you a bit of credit.
Some exceptions.
Brunch is a lot, and for the people that have never been to a brunch before,
Yeah.
it's a lot of just like white women screaming that there's a man
Yeah.
in a wig, and
Yeah.
it's very much
Hindus.
they don't care. But you can go out there with a beard that you haven't shaved
Yeah, they
4
don't
days
care,
with a
girl.
bit. Not like bad on bearded queens, but I mean, you don't even have to shave for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there could be
you
a
don't
bit of
even need
stubble
to-
showing.
for
You don't even
sure.
need makeup on for the Huns. You could just go out there in a wig.
But
Yeah.
I
And
think
not even
this,
a nice
this
wig.
is my opinion on nails. Okay, right. I think unless you've got fierce acrylics, I think it's okay not to wear a nail.
Really?
I think your nails are fine today, but sometimes I can see the little bit at the end where you fucking twisted them off the fucking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And
And I'm
you
like,
I
can't-
get
yeah.
that.
No, but
But
I'm
I
like-
think that's so tiny.
I think unless you have fierce nails, it doesn't really matter. I'm like, as long as you're like doing everything else, I'm like, I hate that. I think I used to be the girl that was like, unless you're wearing nails, you're not doing drag. But I think it's just a thing that like became a thing, and I'm like, well, look at supermodels; they're not wearing nails.
Yeah, I get that. And
Yeah,
I-
but
I
also
agree
some
with
people
Do you know
don't
what I
have-
mean?
Some people it feminizes.
I-
Look at the
hand.
fashion
It's a tiny
industry.
detail.
I-
Who's wearing
it's-
nails?
I think it's for me, if I'm not wearing a nail, I can't perform.
I
And I think
Right.
that's what makes me icked out when I,
just
don't
can't
see
be
people in
sticking 'em
nails.
on.
Because a lot of my moves are very, grab and this. And
Yeah, you are
it's like,
very nail.
I need a nail.
I get that. That's why I have them on.
Yeah.
But like I get them. I get acrylics. I can't
I-
be sticking them on. I can't be
No.
doing that shit.
I
But
feel the same.
I can't be having the shit with nails on, so I need to not have a.
Yes, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I hate. I can't do it like this. This with daggers, knives
Oh,
on
wait.
her hand.
Yeah, because you're
My
not.
and she's
nails.
laying a wig. She's putting on
Yeah.
pads. I can't like literally. We were doing the viewing party for episode 1 of my season. I had to do a wig change, and I was in a full set of custom nails. I couldn't take them off and then put them back on because I didn't have time. I had to get Flesh to take the wig off for me and put the other wig on for me because I could not do it in nails.
Because you're not there yet.
That's my drag.
Okay,
ick,
fair enough.
But that's a personal ick. So like, I wouldn't judge you if you don't wear nails, but for me, I get icked out if I don't wear nails.
Yeah,
What's your ick?
I don't know if that's like an ick for me and other drag queens, but I agree. Like for me to fulfill my potential in performance, I need a nail.
Yeah.
My drag ick, baby girl, you cannot walk out there if the drag you're trying to give is like woman, like that fantasy, feminine. Why are you going out there in a bikini with no body? What's going on?
Oh.
And listen, some girls get away with it. Some girls wear no pads and it looks good because the body's there, e.g. you.
Yeah.
That's all. Not even a tit. Come on.
I mean, you two are the body queens. I'm gonna let you.
I
take
think
this
we
one.
feel passionately about this.
No, but the thing is, I
Because we
agree,
are
and I
body girls
think. Do you
since
know
day one.
what? I don't think there are rules in drag.
No.
But there are some. No, but like, there's no rules in drag. But I think it's a matter of like,
But there's pet
look,
peeves.
everyone's got a different body type. For example, I'm not being biased, but this girl can afford not to wear pads.
Yeah.
Because she's got body, she's got legs, she got thigh. But
got
like,
arse,
I
yeah.
see Twinks literally built like me
Yeah.
going out with no pads, no corset, nothing. I'm like, I get it if it really does work, which is going to be the minority. But like, I just think, are you looking in the mirror? Are you acknowledging how you look? Because I think a lot of people now just go, I can do drag.
Yeah.
I'm going to put on a wig.
I
Yeah.
think.
And I'm like, no, but you've not actually assessed how you look in the mirror.
It's the proportions.
Yeah.
I
where's
think. I think someone's looked in the mirror, sucked in a little, and gone.
Yeah.
This is
That's
a gap.
adjusted their body
thing.
like they're
And then
taking
they've
a photo.
No.
Yeah.
They've braved out, and then they've also just gone. Oh,
Yeah.
our face up there.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not
because
gonna work.
also
And I'm just like, I get that. I love that. You're a drag queen. You're saying you're a woman. You're saying you're this. But I'm like, put a corset on.
no, it's nothing to do with body weight. It
No.
literally isn't drag. And when I'm talking about that area of drag where it's like feminization, trying to look womanly, you need to proportionize yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, women have the waist in. The waist is, no matter how you're built, like the waist goes in. Naturally, if you were born or assigned male at birth, whatever, you know, naturally you're probably gonna have bigger shoulders. Not everyone, but you know,
Yeah.
balance it all out. Because also part of having stage presence is about how you look too.
That's the thing.
I think this is another thing that we need to touch on. We're not talking about. At the end of the day, if I'm being brutally honest,
Yeah.
these are our pet peeves. I don't care if you don't care
Yeah,
that what we're saying's offensive or whatever. We don't care.
Yeah, don't give a
Me
shit.
and Crystal have got a problem when DEDE doesn't wear tits or
Yeah.
body because we
And
love
I'll let
DEDE's
you
body.
guys. I'll let you
But do
guys.
you get what I mean?
have
We're
that
not
moment.
Yeah.
sitting here going.
I'll give her a bit of something in a sec, but
But I'm saying
No, but-
now today, Mama.
yeah, it's right.
Yeah, this is right.
Walking.
I agree,
correct
I
woman,
agree.
Gorgeous.
But like, yes, I think sometimes it gets lazy. And the thing is, I've been there and I've done that, and I've been lazy because I was working
And
so
we
much.
hated
And I'm
you for
like,
it as
yeah,
well.
and you hate for me
Yeah.
for it as well. And it's like, it's true. It's like, I say stuff at you sometimes, don't I? When you
Yeah.
go out on a night out.
Well,
and I am harsh to
Yeah.
her.
So this is the thing. So like, I
But
think,
like, try and defend yourself.
no, I will.
I
No,
will.
I'll go off. Right, this girl don't know how to have fun because No.
That's wrong. Cut the shit.
No.
No, 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 no.
you feel like everyone, no matter what, if you're on a night out and you're getting drunk with the girls, you have to be cinched, you have to be wearing these pads, you have to be looking perfection constantly. It's not a reality. Like, if I want to walk around at Pride in jeans and a crop top and nobody, I will rightfully do so because I'm not out there to give the illusion of drag. I'm out there to have a good time.
We know.
But I still look good. I was like, La Belle, did I or did I not look good?
you did look good.
Bro, I'm going to bars. I'm not going to networking
Yeah, but then get it
events.
off. Get it off or put it on.
Well, I
One or
did
the
in the
other.
end,
And
but
you go, no, I'm going to keep a wig on. I'm going to keep makeup on. I'm going to powder it a bit. But I'm going to put a crop top on and a pair of jeans and a fucking Doc
To be
Marten.
fair,
Yeah, because
I will fight DeDe.
Yeah.
This is the thing that I like being in the middle for.
Yeah.
Krystal is I'm in it and I'm in it.
Yeah.
And there's no half in it halfway through.
Yeah.
And I'm
No.
kind of like, for me as well, it's like I don't do the body. Like you two to me are London's body queens. I'll say it because I can. But you two give body and very good body.
Yeah.
I agree with DeDe that you can take it off and have fun. But then I also agree with Krystal in the sense that because you are a name, because you have got this title as a room
Yeah,
girl,
and I can see
it's
that.
hard to take it off. But then if you do it well and you look nice and you feel good yourself, then why not fucking do
I
it?
know.
And that's the thing. I get it. I get that part of it. I do. But then I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, are you not...
Embarrassed.
Are you not embarrassed?
I don't think we're talking about Pride as much.
No.
It was after Drag Race.
Oh
that
no,
was- that
no,
was
lay
rough.
it out because you were absolutely.
No, that's what I'm
Right,
talking...
right.
I'm not talking about specifically
I
Pride.
thought you were talking about
Pride
No,
was
no, no,
fine
no.
because that
But
was
I'm saying
Pride.
it's like
Yeah,
an
no.
example of like...
Oh yeah.
Maybe where it should be changed.
Yeah, did it as well. I
Yeah,
think
you do- but-
you both had your stages.
Yeah, we
And
did.
you both went a
Yeah,
bit
we all have
crazy.
had our stages. And
Because
I get that. part.
Crystal can't sit here and say it's been 10 the whole time because I've
No.
seen
No.
seen
That's
mullets.
Babe.
I've seen
The mullets, girl, the mullets.
I've seen mullets. I've
Right.
seen shaved legs, no body, no breasts.
The t-shirt and meet and greet.
And a t-shirt and a mullet.
Girl, but at least I do meet and greets. That's the thing. I had so many meet and greets to get through.
Girl,
I
they
had
want to
wear-
meet you. They wanted to meet all the other ones. The nice
Yeah, they
ones.
did because they thought I
And
was a
you're
nasty
standing there-
bitch.
You're standing there in a black clip and a t-shirt over your life.
Babe, I used to do meet and greets, literally standing there in a t-shirt and sunglasses.
She won
and
Drag
then no
Race,
one would
she
come up
hated
to me and be like,
everyone.
"Why does no one?" I'm like, "Babe, it's because I'm literally a cow."
No, you're not a girl.
No.
She used to call me and be
No.
like, right, how are you?
I used to
I'd be
really
like,
struggle
are you
with
getting ready for
them.
your meet and greet? You used to call me. And I
Yeah.
used to be like, are you getting ready for your meet and greet? She's like, I'm ready.
Oh, no, I used to struggle with them. They were a lot. Like I used to do meet and
No.
greets with like 10 other queens
I've-
that were like really good at
That's
putting it on, and I was
hard.
like trying to learn how to
Yeah.
do a meet and greet.
But I also feel like, without changing it too much, I'll give you your flowers. Obviously, you were the first one out of all of us
Yes.
to kind of do that scenery.
Yeah.
At 19.
And like, as
Or
a
20.
like, to never seen anyone do it, and never really be to it. You've never gone to a meet and greet.
No,
before.
I had to
So you can't
learn
just
it all.
never-
Yeah.
learn
I
it
didn't know the
yourself.
standard of anything
And I
like
feel like
that.
it's a lot of pressure. I feel like fans that probably might not know, me watching them at DragCon, it is a lot sometimes. There is a lot of intensity what comes with meet and greets, and they have to meet a lot of people.
Yeah,
And
it's a
I'll
lot.
give you both your flowers because it is hard. And
It's
I sit there and I'm
really
like,
hard.
it's really like impressive this year. Both of you shined at DragCon.
Thank
Sorry, am I
you.
speaking correct?
Yeah, you
Am I
are, yeah,
pronouncing
yeah.
it right? And I just think you both smashed it. I think before that, you going on this big US tour, your first ever one. I think you
sure.
obviously got in your head, like,
Yeah. I
say
think
it or not. I think you did, and I think it was a big oomph for you up your arse
Oh,
that
for
you just
sure.
had to kind of learn it while you was going on. It was obviously a lot for you, and I feel
Yeah,
like you're not a cunt. I think you might have looked like a cunt because you didn't. You were still stepping your toes into this.
I
big
didn't know
industry.
what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was like thrown into all these tours all of a sudden. I was
Yeah.
going, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It
all
was
these queens that
scary.
I've watched on TV,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, I think it's all a good point. It's like, it is all very hard. And that's why I understand, like, if you, like, doing this is a lot. Like, doing this is very hard
It's
work. So I get
uncomfortable,
it, yeah. But I think I see a lot of people
Yeah.
that, it like becomes lazy. And the thing is, I can say that because I feel like at times I have been lazy, and I always try and tell myself to like not, and it's very easy to become lazy with drag. But I think when people like try and act like that's the standard, I'm like, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, always clock me for it. We'll always vow to each other. We always clock each other for everything.
I'll be honest about something.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet and it was from Georges.
Right.
And I love Georges. I do. I think she's
very,
fabulous.
very talented.
Insane.
She is really good. But she put a tweet out and she said, I think it was pads off for clowns.
Really?
Yeah.
But was she?
Yeah.
But then she's wearing.
And I'm going, right, okay. So illusion is out the door.
Yeah.
So I'm going, okay, love you, but what does this mean?
I think she's probably getting hate.
I think she did it
I
for a
think
bit
she-
of an uprise.
No, but I reckon she's getting hate because she doesn't wear pads. And she's probably getting you don't wear body on tweets.
Yeah.
So she's like, well, pads are for clowns.
I'm
F
like,
you all. I reckon that's what she's probably came from.
maybe.
Because
why
she
would you
loves your body.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, what is that? What are you trying to say?
I also
Because
feel
at
like-
the end of the day,
Yeah,
you
like,
went
it's
from
out the-
pads
Yeah.
to a boy body. Sometimes when you're in a corset, it's like it's gorge,
Yeah.
it's fierce. But like, you know, I think it's just easy to get lazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't agree. I think pads. I don't think pads are mandatory. You've just got. What I'm saying is you've got to find a way to proportion
It's
it all.
proportionate.
It's just proportion.
It's
That's
all
all
that.
it is. But that doesn't necessarily mean smacking on big old foam pads.
Yeah.
It just means, you know, do what you need to do to give the illusion you want to give.
But I think
And if you
like-
don't want to give an illusion, then
Yeah.
don't.
No,
But
yeah.
don't sit
Oh.
here and try to be a woman.
Yeah. I think it's more like if you've
Yeah.
got broad shoulders, put a little bra in, put a little
Yeah.
insert on,
Balance
and
it.
then maybe put a little belt on. You don't
Yeah.
need to go, you can't breathe, you've got to wear foam,
Yeah, it's not
you've got to
that.
wear silicone. No.
No.
We're saying it's just like, look at your body, learn your body, and realize, how can I make this more womanly?
Yeah.
But that's what I find is
If
like
you're going
what's
for that.
Yeah, if
happening
you're
right
going
now
for that, of course.
is there's so many people that think drag is so easy to do and earn money off and become
No.
famous with.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm like, yeah, but you think all that and you've gone in balls deep, but like all I'm seeing is a boy in a wig.
Yeah.
Like that's it. I'm like, you've not studied your body.
Yeah.
You've not studied the art of drag. You've not studied what you want to get out of drag and your persona. You just put on a wig and thought you were going to join the other lot.
Yeah.
And I'm going,
No.
well, no. But that's a lot of what you see now.
Well, I feel
and
like...
I'm going, I like to see the people that
Sorry,
are
how would I say
really,
that?
you know, really love what they do. I like to see when people really refine what they do. I love someone like Flesh in this industry,
Yes.
someone in London. She's an incredible queen. She's really focuses, and every time I see that girl has been at home and thinking about the details, she's been thinking about how she's going to look, the proportions, the hair, the angles, the makeup, and that's still what I love to see in drag because I still do it. So I'm like, unless you are actually reflecting and looking at yourself, like, go get it together.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. I think it's also like saying that it's like we've got a lot of friends that we love and people that we look up to ourselves. And
Yeah.
it's like sometimes we sit there and we go, oh my God, like they sit there every night and they perfect it and I get envious.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I wish that I just sat there for that extra 40 minutes a night and was just like, got that perfect. Because when I watch it, I go,
Same.
Mwah.
Yeah.
I go, that's it. That's how you get it. And then I go back
yeah.
and I go, okay, well, now I know how to do it because
Yeah.
I've learnt from them. And I think that's what we're doing. We're
Yeah.
like, we learn from each other so
We do that
much.
constantly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really important in drag though,
Yeah.
because a lot of people are surrounded by yes people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, if you're surrounded by people that are going, you look amazing, girl. Oh my God, you look so fit. Your eyeliner's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, babe, it's never going to work.
Yeah.
Because like any other industry, if you've not got actual realistic, like realism
You've not got
around.
friends.
Yeah, like you've not got, you know,
Yeah.
like how the fuck are you meant to even start well
Like-
if everyone around you is telling you look amazing on your first day?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But also, yeah. I
Even
feel-
me, though.
it's all a
like, I was so
process,
invested
for
until
sure.
You both were like,
Oh yeah.
You
She
both
told you to
mothered
curl your
me.
hair.
Yeah.
Like, you both helped me. Like, we've
Well,
all
and
helped
we
each
did
other in
each
our own
other.
way.
Yeah.
But we
It's
all
like-
there's an area that we all have that we can all benefit from each other, if that
Yeah.
makes any sense.
Of course.
Like, that's why it's so healthy.
Yeah.
You have to tell your sisters,
Well,
your
that's what
friends,
that's
what's
why
good, what you're
Yeah.
perceiving, and some advice may not be something that someone wants to apply.
No.
But I don't think, you can't get offended by advice.
But
unless someone's going, you look like
you
an
can
ugly
get,
piece
no,
of
you
shit.
can get
then-
offended because we all do.
Yeah.
Like sometimes,
Oh, yeah.
Chris will tell me something like, "Girl, your wig's like something's really, or your makeup's bad today. You need to change your lip, or you need to change your eye." And I'll be like, "Oh, that dirty bitch! I'm actually gonna knock her out."
Yeah.
And then I'll
Yeah.
go home the next day and I'll do it and go, "Hey,
Yeah,
oh,
like-
Yeah,
that
that's
was
normal,
nice."
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll go, "Oh, I appreciated that."
Yeah.
You can. The thing
In
is,
the moment, yeah, you could get, if it's
you'll
the wrong
get
time,
offended,
you can
of
go like,
course.
oh.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, "Oh, DeDe, your tights are green, your chest is white. You hated us for months.
Can we talk
Yeah.
about my green tie?
You hated us for months."
No
Right.
shimmers. Literally the palest fishnet she could find. That were
banana
actually
yellow.
lighter than her yellow.
Can I get them?
Oh, girl.
No, DeDe just got a taxi all the way home to come to the studio.
Yeah.
I've just had to do a 5-hour taxi.
She's had to get a taxi to
They're
our new
actually
studio.
right.
Wow.
And the thing is, she's showing us something. Before this,
Yeah.
DeDe wears tights that are like bogey green.
Not anymore.
No, you did.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, but not
like
but
Lego
no.
man.
Yeah.
No,
Oh yeah,
let's talk
awful.
about that.
It was disgusting.
So, just before Drag Race, we used to be like, DeDe, why are your tights sick green, like bogey green?
Oh.
And she'd go, they're not. And she'd have like white body, green tights, and she'd be like drunk at heaven upstairs.
Looking like a tramp.
And she'd be laying on the sofa, and me and Krystal would be like, ugh.
Oh, babe, I literally was watching her. I'm going, oh, what the fuck is that, girl?
no, but wait, can we talk about the real like Drag Race
Can
depression?
you just
like,
show up? If you're watching
No,
on
let's-
YouTube,
your drag goes downhill.
these
if you let it
are
affect
what
you.
DeDe used to wear.
This colour, and I don't know how it looks. I don't know. They're brand new, bitch.
Oh, God, they aren't.
Girl, you're clearly not used to a clean smell if you're gagging at that. Babe, yellow. I was wearing these tights and they were yellow.
But this
Jump,
was...
bitch,
this
jump.
was
Compare them to what I'm wearing now.
oh, this is unhinged.
Like, look,
But that is...
that's crazy.
yeah, not well.
This, if you're wearing banana, if you're banana yellow in skin, go off, girl. But I was not, and this is what I was wearing. And on top of that, I was wearing like greenish, hueish.
Yeah, you. The thing is,
Because I thought I'm pale, let me get
it's
pale tights, and I didn't think about the tones and
no.
whatever.
I think your tights are now perfect to your body, and I feel like we should
Yeah.
like touch on that. I think also,
Yeah, go.
if you're not going to wear pads and you're going to wear tights, make sure they match the body.
Yeah,
yeah,
for
'cause
sure.
you
And if you're going to
Yeah.
have your tight line out, put a belt on it,
Yeah.
hide
because that
shit.
also is a pet peeve.
Yeah.
Never have the tights out.
Sometimes it happens, like if you're on stage, you're
On
moving
performance,
about.
mid-performance,
Yeah.
of course, baby, you
Depends
do
on what
your
you're
thing.
wearing,
You've
Yeah,
done
that happens to
16
me.
splits,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
You've done the most on stage, you carry on.
Okay, babe.
But like,
God, I wish I could do 16 minutes. There are loads of things, little details I'm trying to figure out still, and
Yeah.
still
We all
Same.
trying to get
That's-
perfect.
That's what I love about drag,
we're not
though.
perfect.
Yeah,
though.
we're
None
not
of us are
perfect.
No,
But-
not at all.
We're also on the hunt for the next best thing.
But I
Yes.
think the difference is we think about these things.
Yeah, 'cause
and
we care.
like there's always a light bulb moment where there's like, oh wait, I need to change this.
Yeah.
And with a lot of girls, I don't think I think a lot of people are just going the other way.
Yeah.
Because they're, I don't know what it is, if it's a personal thing. I genuinely think your mental state or your mental attitude towards your career reflects upon how you look and
Yes.
what goes into your drag. Because
Yeah.
e.g., when I was on Drag Race and it was airing, I looked like poo. I looked like plippity ploppity poo because I had green
Look,
tights.
yeah.
I had green tights.
Mushy, mushy poo.
Mushy, mushy poo, poo, poo.
Do you know
Yeah,
what?
anyway.
I think this is all really good because it's like it is important. I think if there's so many of queens now and so many people trying to like do it, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, there are other people in this industry that have worked a lot for their how they look, and really like we do. We've worked very hard. We've got what we got because we deserved it and
Yeah.
we worked for it. But at the end of the day, I think it just comes to like there aren't rules as far as like you can't wear nails, you can't do this, even though we all want to. But I'm like, at the end of the day, if you're not presenting something that people want to buy, generally people want to buy. I don't mean your friends saying yes, going yes, queen,
Well, your friends
you
will
look
always do
amazing.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're always going to do that. But I'm like, you need to really like figure out what you are. If you want to be in this industry, you want to make it big, and you really want to work hard. Put in the work, because what I see a lot now is people simply not putting in any of the work,
Yeah.
and it's boring, and it rolls my eyes, and I'm just like, yeah,
It's hard because there's a lot of like there are some people who maybe don't have the look down at all,
No.
and they potentially just don't naturally possess that talent.
Yeah.
But a fire performance.
but that's the thing, Bailey Mills, but incredible.
But it's the brand.
Yeah, but that's her
It's the
brand.
brand,
That's the
but that's what I
brand.
mean. So it doesn't always go the way of like you have to look good, because again,
Yeah.
that rule doesn't go. It
No,
doesn't fall in place
there's
for
some
that.
places where it doesn't apply.
But like, that's the thing. I think it all just comes back to, again, it's like knowing your brand, and that's something we've always kind of known. You've always known your brand. I've always known mine, and so have you.
Yeah.
And that's why we've always been able to like rely on that as something that's always going to bring us
Yeah.
to where we want to be.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a brand, if you don't know who you are, it's just going to drift, babe.
think-
Like it's
Yeah.
not going to work.
I think Bailey's like obviously a lot different to what we're saying. We're not saying do that.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like
of course.
people
I think
need
we're
to not
saying
get
it more like the
misconstrued
people
here.
who want to relate to us or who are in the same like category
Yeah.
as us.
Yeah.
We're doing like the girly drag.
That's
Yeah,
what
I made it
I'm
really
talking-
broad,
that's what
yeah.
we're
Yeah,
talking
but I mean,
about.
like we love Bailey Jimmy, so get us wrong.
Oh,
But
yes.
we love watching that because that is fucking ridiculous, and that is what
But you need
I want to
that.
sit down and watch
Yeah,
when I'm not doing
sure.
drag.
You need
because that's
that.
a drag I will actually sit and watch for hours. But what we're explaining is that the drag that we do and the drag that we have to be against and see, we're
and
like,
see coming up and
yeah. But I'm like, even
It's like the fierce
sometimes-
drag.
Yeah.
I want to say that. I want to like. I mean, not that anyone else is not fierce, but I think what we do is like is to put it in a category fierce drag, and I think
yeah,
what we
fierce
yeah.
is the thing.
Well,
This
no,
is like,
no.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, it's like
I'll
the-
change that. I'll
Not-
change
yeah.
it so the viewers who know and the ones who do slag us off, we're the human hair girlies.
Oh.
Is everyone categorizes us as?
Yeah, they always
Yeah.
try to throw
I'm
us
like,
out.
yeah, category me.
the younger, yeah.
That's an ick for me though.
That
'Cause
icks me because
angers
yeah.
me
Well, because
to the core.
Let's talk
well,
about that.
it's because these people who are usually a bit older, maybe a bit more into the industry, or could never do this drag, could never even get close. They hate on it because it's also a way for them to be like, oh, I can take the piss out of this person because they're younger.
Yeah.
I can get a bit of relief off
Yeah.
this person, off my own insecurity. So let me like.
I think it's bullying.
Some people do it right. Like, if I go throw names out there, you know, someone like Kate, she would always take the piss out of me.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But she's a comedian and it works.
But it comes
it's
from a
not
different
cringy.
place.
yeah,
yeah.
that's from a
It
different
comes.
place.
It comes from a
I
different
think
place. Sorry.
I
But
think
you
there's
always
a
know
lot
when
of-
it comes
there's
from
a-
the sound.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bullying. I think a lot of the scene that doesn't get this hate us, and I think it's not hate in the sense that they're like, oh, you're awful. It's more like, oh, they can't do what we do, and then
Yeah.
they hate us for it, and I'm like, baby, hate the fact that I wear a human hair wig, but then I can put a synthetic wig on and look like you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why do you hate me?
Well, not look like you look better.
I
than you.
agree.
But do you get what I mean? I could
Yeah.
do what you do and what I do.
This is the
so
thing.
why are you hating us? Why don't you just appreciate us? If you've never worn a human hair wig and you maybe want to wear one, then speak to someone who wears one. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
But we have
Like,
always
Like,
been
I'm not
like,
going to do that.
But like,
because
oh,
it's-
them
it's
human
that.
hair girls that
Yeah.
just do nothing on stage and give us nothing. Well, bitch, you ain't talking about me, honey.
No.
You ain't talking about me. So I don't know who you're talking about when you're doing all that.
Yeah, and also everyone has their own individual talents. Like, there's no
Yeah.
need to shit on someone else's talent.
They're putting us in a category.
Because
and
you've
I
got a
hate
different
it.
one.
They're like,
Like-
putting us in a mold.
but we've always felt that we've always been kind of put in a mold,
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
and I have for sure.
And it also annoys me because when I feel I'm being put in that mold, I find myself going there
Yeah.
when I know I'm better than that.
Yeah.
And I know I'm a funny girl. I know I do comedic performances, but like a lot of the time or like in recent history, I guess I've been made to feel like, no, I'm that stereotype of drag.
Yeah.
Therefore I act like it when it's just so not me.
yeah.
yeah.
It's weird. It's like pressure. I don't know.
I get it a lot though. Like I'll be on, I won't touch on it much, but I'll be on lineups of shows and stuff, and it'll be like, I'll be booked to be there, and I'll be promoting it, and I'll get a lot of people in the comments on the post to be like, white girl in human hair, like so basic, does the same thing as everyone else. Like why are you booking like this untalented queen? I'm like.
But
like,
that's just
honey,
straight up nasty.
But that's what I mean. One,
That's
you're bullying
nasty.
me. Two, you don't know who I am. Get it? If there wasn't everyone on this lineup, I get that. But there was, and I'm there, being a part of something queer, and a queer person is attacking me because I've got a
Yeah.
human hair wig on and I'm fucking gonna be a dancing queen. I'm like, honey, it's not how it works. Like,
Yeah.
I've never met you, so why are you attacking me?
Yeah, like don't create more divisions than we already have.
But that's
I
the-
find
that's
that,
the
but
scene.
that comes with
Stand
like
up for
something we
what's
spoke
right,
about
yeah.
in the last episode is like
Yeah.
the tokenism thing. It's like it actually kind of sometimes goes in the opposite direction. Obviously, everything needs to always include diversity.
Yeah, it needs
it
to, of
always
course.
does.
Yeah.
But it always has to also have heart. And if it doesn't have heart, it's very obvious that it's people being tokenized.
Yeah.
But it sometimes goes in the opposite direction where like someone like you're the one facing being marginalized and you're facing like having to defend yourself because of who you are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is something that's important in this industry. It's like, well, what are we doing? What are we getting at here? Because one minute we want to do this and implement this rule and we want to have this person involved, but also at the same time you're kicking out that person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're
I'm
kicking
confused.
someone else
Is
out,
it
so-
diverse or is it just you want this specific thing?
Yeah.
I think I get upset because I'm like, I I'm not going to sit and be like, oh my God, I'm the best, I'm this. But if I get booked for something, it's because of my talent.
Yeah.
It's not because of the way I look. It's not because of anything. And I'm like, I'm going to put on a really good show. But when people are in the comments slating me because I'm a human hair girly, don't deserve to be in this lineup, then I'm like, oh, okay, well, I now feel shit.
It's a shame.
Well, it kind of makes you feel like an awful person, like in a
Yeah.
way. It makes you
So-
feel
No,
like a bad
yeah,
person.
that's what I mean.
just so
It's not
ugly.
because I'm like, oh, I'm poor me. I'm what? It's not that. It's
No.
more like, why am I like? I got booked. The booker booked me.
It's more the
Like,
hurt
it's not like
of-
I've created this show. It's like, why am I getting hate?
It's more the hurt of having people who are a part of your own community kind of coming for your opportunity, and it does feel a bit
Yeah.
like, oh, so you don't like me, or like it immediately you're immediately going to now look at that person and go, you're judging me.
Yeah.
You're thinking about a certain
Yeah.
way about me. You're immediately
Yeah, we
gonna
see that
think
a lot.
Yeah.
There's a certain way to say things. There's a certain way to campaign for things.
Yeah.
And a lot of people get it wrong nowadays.
Yeah.
I agree. And I think that is a very apparent and also a very touchy subject.
Yeah.
It is.
But we're happy to talk about it, causing more harm than it is doing good.
What's the thing? We're stronger together. Like, but I want all of us to just be able to
Yeah.
just coexist.
Yeah.
And just, I know
That-
that's so like, I want world peace.
But at the
But
end of the
it's-
day, that's the aim, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
is that not the aim?
Obviously express your concerns and what you'd like to see out of a full lineup, but a lot of
no,
it's
but
jumping the gun and
this has
immediately
already been
going
done,
off.
did. We know this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't go on a lineup what's not inclusivity and diverse. I don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
We don't. This is years old now. This
Yeah.
is like 2 years old.
Yeah.
If you're still doing that, you're wrong. It's not fair.
Yeah.
That's like obvious. Like, we shouldn't even be saying that.
Yeah,
But
that's- we
what
done
I'm
knew
saying
that. We
is,
done- we
is
know
why
that.
people come in for me or any of us. Like, if we're getting booked and it is a gorgeously diverse lineup, why you still come for the pretty
Yeah,
girl?
that's just wrong.
Why come for the pretty girl?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, we wouldn't actually ever go out our way
Yeah.
to go for any other type of
And I will
drag.
go to that gig and I will go and speak to every single person who's booked. I will go if I've never met you, I will go there and become your friend by the end of the night.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've always made sure of that because I will never let someone go home with a bad taste in their mouth over me.
That's what I try and do.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, it's like a weird thing where like us girls that look like the prettiest or look like the cuntiest, it's like actually we've experienced a lot of kind of undermining. Yeah.
Yeah,
We've experienced a lot of
I definitely
undermining.
have, yeah.
I have for sure. Look at my season.
Yeah.
Like I won't get into it just for viewers' sake.
Yeah.
But like I've experienced stuff that if I explain it to you, you will be shocked
Yeah.
with how people have treated me before
Yeah.
for how I am. And I'm not even like, I've never been the girl that just acts the victim. That's never been me. But like, since I have won my crown for who I am and for what I look like and what I present, I have experienced some vile shit. And I just won't get into it because it's horrible. But like, just so you know. And it's like, it's an epitome of like what this industry kind of does. It's like, especially for someone like me, who's always been young and always motivated and tried to be me and just kept my head in the game and just wanted to prove my art and just share it to the world. I've experienced queens, in this industry that are older than me or are more like comedy or something like that, have tried to literally crush me, have tried to be like, you're nothing, I'm going to bully you, I'm going to tell you're nothing. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Some of the stuff that I've heard and I've seen, had to deal with is vile.
Yeah, I think age is very much a big part of it too.
Yeah.
It is. I think obviously,
It
but
is.
it works vice versa. Younger queens can be very discriminative of older
Yeah,
drag
of
and
course.
older people who are more experienced, but it does go the other way.
Yeah.
Respect is a two-way street.
It is.
I'm not gonna just respect you if you don't respect me. No,
Respect is
out
earned.
the window.
Yeah.
If
Respect
you don't
is
respect me and I
earned.
don't feel that, I don't respect you. Point blank. Period. That's
Yeah.
it.
I think it's that I like the fact that we speak about this because a lot of fans don't know. Like,
No.
the fan base, as a viewer myself, like the fans can be intense, and you're also facing your own
Yeah.
battles with these drag girls.
Yeah, literally.
And it's
Yeah.
like you're having to go into a gig with someone you don't like, and then fans being like, "You're shit. You don't deserve to win.
Yeah.
Someone else, or you're like, you shouldn't even be on the show." And it's like people don't get that, like, this industry, we put our actual heart soul, everything. If I weren't doing drag, I wouldn't want to be alive personally.
Yeah.
And I'm like very much like, these people don't get it. This ain't just dress up. We love it so much.
It's our career.
It's our career. It's our art form. Yeah.
And it's like, if you don't appreciate us, don't watch. If you don't appreciate us, don't buy a ticket to our show.
Yeah.
And just enjoy the people you love. That's all I say. And that's very much what I'm like.
Yeah.
Enjoy who you want to enjoy. And that's what we do. I'm like, I'll go to your show if I love you. And if not, I will clap you. I'll say hello to you in the street. And that's it.
Yeah. Drag
It is
etiquette.
interesting,
yeah.
Just keep it cute and, you know.
Because I've always had to battle the fact that, you know, I'm not a stone cold cunt. Do you know what I mean? Whereas that's how people perceive me because of how I look.
Yeah.
And if I walk into a venue, that's how people already are perceiving me. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I've had to, you know.
So you have to work twice as hard.
Yeah, twice as hard, even though I don't need to and I shouldn't because I'm
Yeah.
not that. But like, if you want to call me that, that's fine. I don't care. But like, you know, as someone like me has had to kind of prove that in a way because it's been something that's a card that has been dealt with me before I've even had the chance to open my mouth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think we've all kind of experienced something like
Well,
that.
yeah, same,
being
and
young, being pretty, being motivated, being headstrong, and like being focused. It comes with, oh well, you must be this, and it's like, who said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like it's the same thing as like if I feel like I'm immediately like putting that like no sense of humor. Well, it happened a bit on Drag Race, like no sense of humor, none of that, and pretty girl, whatever, makeup girl. It does make because I feel like I do depend on other people's energies a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So if that's the energy I'm being provided, I'm immediately going to shrivel up and become someone I'm actually not, or not my best self.
Yeah.
And thing is also sit here and say all this. You do have to have a tough skin to be in this industry.
Do very tough.
So it's kind of like you kind of do need to go through that a bit
Yeah.
to know your boundaries and learn how other people work. So I'm very grateful that that's happened to me ample times.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad that I've been grief I've had grief from not only from the fans but also from the majority of drag queens in this industry.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
glad that I've been given the grief because I've got to see people for who they really are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also got to learn from it and really understand how this world works because it's not a pretty world and it's not about
it's not a
being
perfect
friends.
world.
Trust me, it's not about being friends. You really have to look out for yourself and grow a thick skin.
Yeah.
But that's what it's about. It's about you need to love yourself. You need to be able to like be confident in what you are
Yeah.
because no one else is going to tell you how fierce you are.
And it does take those moments with the odd person who's just being nasty to you or whatever. It takes those moments for you to actually realize who you are. It's all character development. You need these experiences. If you go through life la 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 la, you're not gonna survive, babe.
Yeah.
No.
But anyway, also with the like, even if you clap for someone you didn't necessarily live for, that's the support we all vow each other as
Always.
performers.
Yeah.
We are all in the same boat,
Always.
no
I
matter
will
what
go-
type of
Yeah,
drag
At
you
the
do.
end of the day, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even I
But-
get like
yeah.
I can be guilty of like judging people before.
Yeah,
I,
so
do you
can
know what
I.
I mean? It's like we all can. I
Absolutely.
think after this conversation about like we have our certain standards, we have our certain opinions, but like we're all not perfect. Like we all fall into like sometimes being caught up with like, oh well, she's like this. It happens to everyone.
Yeah.
So we're not perfect, and we're not
No.
going to sit here and be like we're Miss Goody
No, of
Two Shoes because
course.
we're not.
No, of course
But
not. No one is.
We're fighters, girls.
But all in all, we all love drag, and that's why we speak so passionately about it.
Yeah.
And we don't get confused. We're not hating on anyone.
No.
We're simply just, these are our opinions, but we love anyone who goes out there and does drag because it's a very admirable art form.
Yeah.
And you should always support it no matter how you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's,
I agree.
It's just our opinion.
That's the thing. I think because we're all so in touch with like being in reality, I think we always share our opinions like we try to do with the Girls Pod.
Yeah.
And it's like it's important for us to just share our opinions. It doesn't mean they're right. It doesn't mean they're wrong.
Yeah.
But like everyone has an opinion. You sitting at home watching this, you've got opinions that may be different from ours. But this is what our podcast is all about. It's about us sharing our opinions, us being honest about the world we live in, and us also sharing with you a bit of insight into what we have to deal with.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
a lot of you may look at us very different from
Yeah.
what is the reality. Do you know what I mean?
Well, this is an image.
Yes,
This is,
it's all an
you know,
image, and it's really, that's what I love about this. I love this podcast. I love that we're able
Same.
to talk like this because it's really important for not only me, not only for you, but I think for the viewers as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
Just
love it.
get to know us a bit more.
Should we do some listeners' questions? Should we bring it to the group chat?
Let's bring it to the group chat, honey.
Girls, the group chat is ringing. We have got another question today For anyone who's not watched The Girls before, this is our segment where someone will drop us a little message, a advice, a question, a horror story, all the above. We love it all. So please, if you've got any questions, drop us them on Insta.
Follow the link, honey.
This is one, they're all anonymous, so we make up names. So I'm gonna give her one.
What's her
I'll
name?
give her a name.
Kylie.
Kylie.
Ooh.
Okay. Hi, Kylie.
Kylie's message.
Yeah.
What does Kylie say to the girls?
How do you all deal with drinking and drag?
Ooh, okay.
Ooh,
That's an
this is
interesting
very
one.
Hard one.
This is interesting because obviously when you're on a job and you're performing, sorry, I don't care if you work in life, you can't be a blackout mess when
No.
you're on job.
No, it's
You
hard,
need to get
though.
on that stage and perform and do what you were paid to do.
Yeah.
But also, obviously, have fun. I always have a little drink when I'm at a gig, but not enough to ever get me unprofessionally
I think it's hard. I
messed
think
up.
I try to be sober all the time.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, as soon as I get to the club and I see people are drinking,
It's
I'm like,
the
"Oh,
atmosphere. It's really hard.
It's hard to be a sober
Yeah,
girly.
I agree. It's
I
very
really
hard.
put my hands up to anyone who's
Yeah.
a sober girly.
Yeah, who
'Cause
does
it's
it?
difficult.
So this is something that no one talks about, and it'd be an interesting topic to actually talk about the behind the scenes
Yeah.
of like how you function when you go to a gig, because I know for someone like I've struggled with like drink at a gig. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's so
Yeah.
easy. It's so like there in front of you and like waiting for you. It's thing is, for me personally, I'm someone that likes a shot. I like a tequila.
Yeah.
I like to have a drink with my gigs because I like to have fun.
Yeah.
Because it is
Yeah.
that kind of space. It's
It
a
just
club.
takes the ease off.
Yeah, it
For
does
sure.
also take the ease off. But like I've been in times before where I've just gone on absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
And then I've come off and I've hated it. And it took
regretted
me
it.
a long
Yeah.
time because I was doing drag. When I was doing these tours, for example, I was drunk pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Drunk. And like a lot of them. And it's so easy because it's there and you're so tired that you just find something to get through.
get you
And that,
going, yeah.
you know, brutally honesty, that comes, it's drink and drugs. It comes at everything.
Yeah, it's all of it.
So it's very easy to be like, but be really reliable with it. But it took me a while to realize like, oh, it's not the fact that I'm not good at performing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the fact it's not the fact that I'm not confident. It's the fact that I'm actually drunk.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like it took me a while to realize like, okay, maybe cutting that out might mean that you actually give a better performance. If
Yeah.
you are a bit nervous before, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. So yeah, drink is very hard, Kylie. It's
Kylie,
hard
it's a
in this
hard one.
industry, but I think at the end of the day, not to make it too serious, but like, you know, it's a gig. We like to have a bit of fun. We like to have a drink.
Yeah.
If you're sober, good on you, because that's really hard
it
to
going.
be.
Very
Keep
that
it
yeah
going.
that's so it's literally
But it's
insane.
It's
how-
definitely
yeah.
a thing, and
And
I
don't-
sometimes had too many, and I'm like, whoa, I'm
And
about to go. I
don't
want it,
feel
but
like because your friends are drinking, you need to drink.
No.
Like, don't ever feel
Yeah.
like that, because I felt like that a lot, where I'm like, oh, my friends are all getting drunk. Oh, I don't want to be the boring bet in the corner.
yeah,
Yeah.
If you want to be a sober girl and you want to do it for yourself, then do it for yourself. Stick up for what you want to, what you think's right. Don't sit there and go, oh, my girl's having fun, let's have fun. No, if you want to not have
you
a
can
drink,
have fun your own way.
Yeah, find fun in
Of
something else.
course.
Find fun in nightlife without being drunk.
And sometimes I
Yeah.
have the best
It's
times
hard,
when I'm
don't get me
sober.
wrong, but yeah, I've had really fun times sober.
Yeah, yeah.
And also, if you are someone that's watching and like you're afraid of that, like just go to the bar, get like a Red Bull or a Coke, and just
Pour in
Yeah.
a glass of some ice and be like,
yeah,
I'm
and just
gonna
call it a
drink.
day and be like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm having a drink. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be like that. But I
Yeah.
think what was the question? What was the original question? You deal with it.
Is that in general? Because obviously, like when we have girls' nights out, it's just funny. Like if we're
Yeah,
all
that's
if we're on a
different.
night,
Yeah.
that's different. Different
I
from
feel
work.
like drag, I feel like performing,
It's fun to
I
get.
will always,
Yeah.
the most I have is one drink or one shot before I perform.
Yeah, I try to
Same.
do that now.
Same here.
And then I'm like, after if I'm then like done for the night and I want to have a little kiki with my friends, then we'll get messy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go there drunk because I think that's unprofessional.
yeah.
No, it
But
is.
I'm like, if you don't want to drink, don't feel pressure to drink, because I know that is so accessible, especially when you're performing.
Yeah.
It's like, what you drinking? Oh, well, we'll get you it for free. It's easier
so
when it's
easy.
for free.
So
as well.
easy.
If you're not paying for
Yeah.
it, it's even worse because
Yeah.
it's there, handed to you.
yeah.
So I'm like, it's just good to say no sometimes.
Just also like anything, it's like find the balance. If it's
Yeah.
working for you, then great. But you know, these things like substances and drink and everything, like too much of it all becomes a problem real quick.
Yeah.
So it's
And
like
you can get
have your
addicted,
fun. But
yeah.
I'm thinking,
don't get
the
addicted.
question you're asking, I think, is relating to like gigs, isn't
Yeah.
it? So it's like doing,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, for us personally, it's like a little drink before. and then do the job, and then afterwards have some fun if you want to stay.
Yeah, because we
think that's pretty reasonable.
all love a messy night out. As,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
the girls.
babe.
We
do.
love it.
We get buck
Yeah.
wild.
We love it, and
We're
it's
up at
so
10
fun
a.m.
when you're out with
questioning where we are.
all the girls, like a large group of people, and you're just all on one. It's great
For sure.
but there is a boundary.
But we
and
know our limit.
You can't also.
Yeah.
It's like that touchy topic of like. You can't use a substance to disguise an emotion you're refusing to face.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, that's it right there, isn't it?
that's a deep thing, but like, and especially being in nightlife, that is so easy, and it happens to so many people. It's the reason why so many people went sober, because it's a veil of all your actual problems. And if you don't face those problems one day, if you never face them, you keep going. You'll just drive yourself to the end, babe. Like, that's it.
Well,
Anyway,
On a lighter topic, though.
yeah, on a lighter topic. Sorry.
Have a drink at a gig and have some fun.
Oh,
have
yeah.
some fun, babe.
If you want to have a drink,
Yeah.
have some fun.
Look, at the end of the day, when
Don't-
we're at the
yeah.
gig, we're here to make sure you're having fun.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the whole point of us being on stage, us being paid to be there.
Yeah.
You're about to have a fucking good time, so you do whatever you need to do
Yeah.
to have the best time. We're going to party it till the night's done.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Should we do Girl of the Week?
Let's do
Should we
Girl
do
of the Week.
week?
Okay, so Girl of the Week.
Ooh.
We kind of think we should give it up to Miss Roxy Andrews.
Roxy Andrews.
Yeah,
Yes.
baby.
Do you know what I mean? And do you know what? We haven't actually
Mother.
touched on like our opinions of Drag Race because there's a lot of Drag Race going out right
Yeah,
now.
All Stars Night. is
We
out.
need to kind of. I
much.
think next episode we should probably
Let's
give our
maybe do
opinions.
an All
Should we
Stars
do that?
9, like,
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
a
give our
recap.
opinions on that.
Yes.
But yeah, we love Roxy. The recent lip sync. What did she do with the bob and the
It was how
green?
she got the nail file out. She got the
so
nail file out, and she
close.
looked. That right there is
Is
performance.
fierce
Yeah.
drag.
No, it's
That
just
right there.
Head to toe, everything.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Love.
Like Roxy Andrews, you are literally perfect drag.
You are.
And
You
you
are
don't need to-
literally
see.
are.
You don't need to do a trick or a split to be, in my books, the most perfect drag queen.
No.
there
But
is.
she shits on everyone because it's just all
It's so fierce.
consistent, and the level she turns out, I aspire to. I look up to her a lot. Her drag aesthetic, it inspires me a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah. I
At
think
the
she's
end of the
a-
day,
Give it up
it's
for
just
Roxy, honey. We
Yeah,
love
it
you.
is. It's just good to watch someone up there who knows what the fuck they're doing and know who the fuck they are.
Hey, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Oh god, it's been a long ass day.
She's got to go to work, and we've got
I'm
sushi
gonna
to
get-
eat.
We have been
The
girls,
Girls.
and we're gonna see you next Sunday for another gorgeous episode.
Make sure to subscribe.
No, we're just kind of there. Bye.